Okay, what is up, YouTube? It is me, HPJ here. I'm going to let you guys because we're going to take a look at my next deck profile. This is Fire King. So this is probably the second pure fire attributed deck profile I've done, because the first one was Snake Eye. No, Salamangreat. No, I'm sorry, not Snake Eye. Snake Eye is in this version. I noticed other versions of this deck, but I am not really focusing on the most recent version, which I believe is not expensive at all. But I am missing Equinixes for this deck, which is the only problem that I have right now with this build. It's like, yes, you're going to see that Equinix is not here. She's not been forgotten, she's just not here. I will get her, and once I get her, I will put her into the deck. I just have to make room for her and then figure out how I'm going to fit all my Snake Eyes cards in it. But I feel like some of the Snake Eyes monsters don't need to be here, so once I get other Fire King cards, I will put them in here, and then it'll be easier to make the deck a little more consistent. So with that said, let's go ahead and get to the deck profile, because I don't want it to be too long, because then you guys start complaining about that. Starting off with the monsters, I got 3 copies of Sacred Fire King Garunix and 3 copies of High Fire King High Avatar Kieran. Then 3 copies of Phoenix. And then 1 Garuda and 1 Avada. Which, yay, I love this. This is really cool. So that's my Fire Kings. As we know, there are several monsters missing. Don't worry about that. For the Snake Eyes engine, of course, we have 2 copies of the lovely Diabell Star, the Black Witch, with 2 Snake Eyes Poplar, 2 Barch, 2 Oak, 1 Ash, and 1 Flame Burge. These ratios all will change because of the needing of the ones that are going to be more consistent in the deck and keep the deck consistent, while some are going to fall back into the wayside, which sucks though, because some of them are really cool. Then I'm just running my hand trap of choice, which is 3 copies of Ash. I do need to go get some more of the Melcharmies. I need another set of each, but they're so expensive right now because they're in so high demand. And even though they have common copies, the commons are just like, damn, you are very expensive. But I at least have what I need to in this variation. So yeah, this is it for right now. Please do not ask me how this plays, because I will be 100% with you. I suck at building decks right now. And consistency issues are kind of a thing when they have their issues. So yeah. Alright, that's the monsters. We go into the spells, and this is, I think, where most people are going to say, oh my god, that's so many things you don't need in there. 2 Sanctuary, 2 Skyburn, 2 Island, for the Fire Kings. For the Snake Eyes and Diabell stuff, 2 Temple, 2 Wanted Spoils, and then 2 Snake Eyes Charge. I don't even think they run Snake Eyes Charge. I just picked it up because it was a Snake Eyes card. And then for the one-ofs, I have Bonfire, 1 for 1, Crossout Designator, and Call by the Grave. So, bam, there you go. Next up is the extra deck, because there are no traps. Most likely, the only trap I probably would have played in here, because I do have them, are my Imperms. But as you can see, I'm already having problems with constructing the deck as it is. So maybe in July or August, it'll be a little different. But don't push it. For the extra deck, I got 3 copies of Garunix, the Entity, Hang of the Fire Kings. That is actually supposed to... Hang is there's a different word. There's a different name for this monster in OCG. But it's still called Garunix Entity. Of the Fire Kings. It's just that Hang is more so of a it's more of a surname for how high up this monster itself is. I think it's supposed to represent God of the Fire Kings. That's why it's here, because this is literally a god of gods in the Fire King archetype. Besides that, we have 2 Promethean Princess, the Bestower of Flames, 2 Abominous, no, Ebonus, Swarm Ship Amber Whale. Then 2 copies of Salamangreat Sunlit Wolf, 1 Hita, 1 Daruma Doll, 1 Linkuriboh, 1 IP, 1 SP, and 1 Access Code Talker. And that's literally it for the extra deck. The extra deck itself is also still a work in progress because there are some other cards I'm missing. There's also a a snake eye. I mean, a snake eye. A salad card I'm missing. It's a really bigger fire monster that I'm missing, but it's not here. There's a lot of things, like I said. This deck is still under construction, and I'm not sorry that it's still under construction. If things were a little better and things were a little different, I would have been and had the cards at least by now, but I just don't. So it is just what it is. But if you need anything from me, let me know about figuring this deck out, because I'm sure I'm still in the process. You probably won't see another update till maybe mid to late July and early August if I have the time, because by the time August gets back here, I'll be going back to work. So, yeah, this is pretty much it for this deck profile. I'm not going to waste too much time because I still have other things to do. And I still have another deck that I want to mess around with because I completely forgot about it. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel because, of course, it helps out tremendously. You can hit the notification bell to be informed of when I upload more content to my channel. My socials are going to be in the description box below. And with that said and done, HJ signing out. Take care. Bye-bye.